Hey everybody, it's Bridget with Boujee Budget Plans. Welcome to the channel. I want to first start off by welcoming you to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by to check out my channel, and then welcoming you back if you're returning to the channel. In today's video, we are going to get ready to do our monthly bills for the first part of the month. Today is October 31st. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody, for those of you that celebrate it. And I just want to go ahead and get my bills taken care of. I've gone by the bank and got some cash. I've got my binders out, one I just knocked down, but I've got my binders out and my everyday carry wallet and my calculator. So if you're interested to see how I cash stuff for my bills, my sinking funds, my envelopes, things like that, then stay tuned. And I do want to let everybody know I am changing up the channel. I want to let everybody know what the channel is about. My goal is to help everyone as they go on their journey to financial freedom, while I take that same journey myself, let you see my ups and my downs, my mistakes, when I have to start over, all the things. My goal in taking this financial journey is to make sure that I leave a legacy for my family and not debt. That is my whole goal. Yes, I do own an Etsy shop, and I'm opening a Shopify store as well to offer items that I make in my budget shop. I love crafting. It's something I've always done, and I want to be able to share the items I'm making with everyone. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to purchase my items, but if you would like to, that's great if you see something that you like. If not, there are tons of ways for lower cost or no cost that you can start a financial journey and start cash stuffing and use cash envelopes and all the things. So with that being said, if you're interested, as I mentioned before, in seeing me as I get ready to cash stuff my bills, sinking funds, and more, then stay tuned and I'll see you here in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So thanks so much for sticking around as I get ready to pay bills for the month of October. Today is October 31st. I've gone to the bank and pulled money out so that I can cash stuff for my bills. One thing that you are also going to see, or another thing that you're going to see that's going to be different on my channel, I'm going to move to having my money in the bank more so than I did before, and not having as much cash as I did have around the house. And what I mean by that is you're going to see here in my everyday carry what I've done, which it's the cash envelope method. It's just more of an electronic method, but as you can see, I have different debit cards for these certain envelopes that I'm going to have. So if you look, there's a self-care, a shopping, a bills. These are for my business account. I have a personal, a fuel, and a eating out. So I'm going to use those more. I will have some cash in these envelopes, but I'm going back to this everyday carry because I do really like it, because it fits everything nice. And there's not going to be a bunch of money in here anyway. It's just going to be my everyday carry. And what I will do for my binders is I'm going to actually purchase some placeholders in denominations of what regular bills are, like 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. I'm going to do that today and print those. So when you get to my next video for my bills and cash stuffing, you're probably going to see those placeholders in there for denominations that are actually in the bank. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get going. I try not to make the videos that long. This one may be a little bit longer, I'm not sure, but let's get going. I have my tray. I have my bank envelope right here. I'm going to move these over until I really need them. I'm going to go ahead and count the cash and that I've pulled out. And as usual, like I said, this video is just for bills, cash stuffing. I have my cash envelope sheet here. And what I do is I'll count out the cash, put it on the calculator, and then it'll probably be over here in this corner. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get the calculator on first. There we go. Okay. So let me make sure that's right. I'm going to double check it because I thought I counted it a minute ago and I thought it was less than that. It could be me, y'all. Trust me, I be counting all crazy. So see, that's what I be talking about, y'all. That didn't even go in there. Alrighty. So we have $945 for my bills cash stuffing. So I'm going to go ahead and move that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and get the money in the tray. And while I'm doing this, y'all, I just want to know how everybody is doing with their journeys, their budget journeys, their financial journeys. It's getting close to the end of the year. A lot of us have certain goals and things like that. Tell me in the comments what you're still working towards, or if you completed a goal. And if you did, congratulations, because we all have to start somewhere. Sometimes we have to start over. You know, things happen. So, all right. So let's get going. Okay. So I do have to put $300 back into some savings that I took out from our family savings for something I needed to do. So that's going to be that. I'm going to move that out of the way. I do have one bill that's going to be $182. That's 150. That's going to be 70. That's going to be 80. I'm sorry, that's a 5. I grabbed a 5, y'all. So sorry about that. So it's going to be 80, 1, and 2. So that's $182 right there. 150, 20. Lord, what's wrong with me? It's Friday, y'all. Forgive me. 150, 70, 81, 82. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside because it goes in a separate envelope for that bill. Okay. I do have a Sirius XM subscription. You probably have heard me talk about my subscription before. I pay like $10 for 2 cars because I refuse, as I've told people before, I don't pay that $28 a month. I got a deal with them. It comes out to about $10.64. And what you're gonna also see me do, y'all, I am and I'm sorry, let me make sure that y'all are able to see this. What I will also be doing, I have some change for some of these bills, and I'm going to separate that out. So this bill is 64 cents. I'm going to put it on my calculator so that I know how much I need. And I think it was $3 that I need to get change for. But I didn't necessarily want to get change because when it all comes together, I'll need the bills. So this $3 was all the coins that I needed. I'm going to put that to the side for now. And 64 cents of that is in those coins. I did that on the calculator. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. So, but I have a reason for having that $3 change. Another thing that y'all are also going to see that's occurring in my binders, they're out of whack. I have to create some more envelopes because I was missing some envelopes. And with that being said, you're going to see like some of my graphic envelopes that I sell in the shop. Sorry about that if it's got a glare. You'll see that one. So, because I didn't make one for this and I kept saying I was going to make one and I didn't. So I have a business mailbox that I need to get ready to pay, and it's probably going to be due tomorrow, but I'm going to put that in here because it's going to go into my bill account at the bank. When I sell my items, I don't like having my regular address on there. That's fine. They can have my name, but I don't like having my regular address. So that's going to be $9.99 that I pay for that a month. All right. And then I'm going to add that 99 cents to the change that I have, because when I put these in there, these in particular, I'll be able to go ahead out of that $3 and utilize that change. Okay. I do also now have Audible. I got a deal on it where it was, and I'm sure y'all know what Audible is, but if you don't, they're just audiobooks that you get a credit per month for, and you can listen to them. I love Audible, however, it can be fairly expensive. So I got a deal 3 months for $7.49. Then it changes to $14.99 a month. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to keep it, but you know, money is tight for a lot of people right now. And, you know, everybody's kind of watching what they're spending for. So I might keep it, I might not. But that's going to be $7.49, 5, 6, 7. And basically that's the $7. The 49 cents I'm going to add to that little change on the calculator I have. So I'm going to put this in the back just because I don't have an envelope for Audible because that's fairly new. So then my Amazon, that's going to be $8.11, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to add that 11 cents on my calculator right there. Okay. And then this is my Amazon. And if I'm correct, I did have Amazon in here. I told y'all they were out of sort. Forgive me. I'm going to work on that. I've been doing a lot in the shop. So there's Amazon right there. I'm not excited, y'all. My Hulu subscription went up to $103. I'm thinking about changing. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. It went up to $103. And I'm thinking about changing it. 1, 2, 3 right there. That is for my Hulu subscription. Because I was paying like 80 something dollars, y'all. And I am not a fan right now that I am paying $103, and I don't think I have a Hulu envelope because I just used to put it in my bank because it's automatically paid. But it's $103. If I don't have the envelope, I'll go ahead and just put it to the back with my Audible money because it's going to go into the bank anyway. So that's fine. Yeah, so I don't have it. So that's $103 for my Hulu that is going to be coming due here soon. I have done $75 for gas. That's going to be for this week. 20, 40, 60. Because I don't drive a lot. I'll be honest. 70 and 5. And like I could do $25 in my Audi. And I'm going to be honest. I go to Costco. So that goes well over a half of a tank. And I don't drive that much, so my car kind of stays full. So with that being said, my car is never on empty. So when I put that 25, it's filling it up. So this is $75 for my fuel. And what did I do? Nope, I did that wrong because I have certain denominations, y'all. So 20, 40, that's going to be 60. I did 70 and 5. Okay, that's right. I thought I had another denomination. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get myself together. I thought I had another denomination. So these are my small everyday envelopes. So fuel is right here. So like I said, what you're going to see, I have a fuel debit card and I put my fuel in there. But I do have cash envelopes for it, and what I'm going to do is start putting those denominations in there from the placeholders. So that's my fuel. For my self-care, which is normally my manicures and pedicures, I also have an account for that, which I'm going to start building up. So this is $40 that you're seeing me put in my self-care right there, and that's for me to get my manicures, pedicures, facial, whatever I want to do with it. You know, that's self-care for myself. And again, I apologize for the glare, because these are glossy laminate, they have that glare. So I'm sorry about that. Where's my self-care? See, that's why I said I got to go through all my binders and envelopes and getting ready for the new year. I'm going to put it right here just because self-care goes in the bank anyway. Then I did $25 for pocket money. Y'all, I don't spend a lot of extra. I just like having extra money on me. So that's $25. That's going to go in my pocket money. A lot of times I'll use it like for eating out or something, but just to have some cash on me because I normally never do. Then for groceries, because my husband normally just gives me money for the groceries, I'm going to do $50 right now, which is going to be, let's see, that's going to be 20. I'm going to do a 10, 30. That's where that other 10 came from. 35, 40. Sorry about that, y'all. 40. And then it's going to be 10 ones. Sorry. Okay. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Because I had got 10 extra ones at the bank. And I was like, where am I off when I got my money? So 20, 35, 40, 41, 42. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay. I'm going to try to get this finished because that was my husband calling. And normally he works out of town, so he's probably calling me to ask me if I want something to eat or something like that. So, okay. So that's groceries right there. I have a credit card bill that is going to be due. It's only $25 because I don't have that much of a balance on that card. So $25. Hopefully I'm gonna have it paid off here soon. So, but I'm trying to leave it on there so I could, you know, keep my credit going there. I can pay it off, I know that, and then just charge small things, but I prefer not to do that. So that's gonna go on my Visa card payment. That will be paid early. Okay, another one of my cards, 20, 35, 6, and 7. So this one will be paid early as well. It'll go in my bill accounts. And what I think I'm going to do is just put it behind my other credit card right here because I don't have an envelope for it. And I'm going to rethink how I'm going to do that because I do have cards that I pay certain things for. My subscriptions that I'm trying to get ahead on, that's 40. Let's see, 20, 40. I'm going to do 5 and 6. And that one, if I'm correct, my subscriptions is in here. So, and I'm going to tell y'all about this. I'm actually going to have more in my subscriptions than this right now. There's some funds I need to put back in there. That's 20. Let's see. It's going to be more than this. So, in my subscriptions for right now, 20, 40, 65, 66, 67, it's actually going to be probably about 80 something in there because I have to put some funds back in there, $25 to be exact. So it's going to be more than that in there. And then for my chickens, it's going to be $25, 10, 15, 20, 25. So let me put that in here for my chickens. And that will be for my little chickens. If y'all don't know, I have chickens. I have 2 of them. I want to get one more, but I'm working on getting a new coop or building one. But I keep funds in here for my chickens. So, okay. And remember, I have the coins, which came out to $2.23 in change. Okay. So with that being said, here's that $2 that's going to go in my bill account for my Anytime Mail, for my Audible, and for my Sirius XM because they were the only ones that had change in my Amazon. And basically, that's how much that was. I think it was a whole $3. I actually think I messed up because my Sirius XM is 64 cents. My Anytime Mail is 99. My Audible is 49. My Amazon is 11. So that should come out right to what I need. Well, it says it's $2.23. Okay, so it's $2.23. So you guys, that was my quick bill stuffing for this month. So I am actually ready for my bills right now. I have my pocket money, and those are the bills that are due at the beginning of the month for me. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It shouldn't have been too long, but thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel so that I can get monetized at the same time helping people. Thank you so much again for supporting the channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.